Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the standard electrode potential. We are doing about the properties of a general properties of a transitional elements. But in a today topic, we will discuss about the standard electrode potential. A standard electrode potential is denoted by delta H R M to positive M is metal ion to metal atom. This is a representation of a standard electrode potential. Next, that is a electrode potential is firstly depend upon the ionization enthalpy. In that cases, how the electrode potential is depends upon the ionization enthalpy. If the ionization enthalpy of any element is lower, means it decreases. It means that have a stable compound. Here, how the ionization enthalpy is depends. That is, if the ionization enthalpy of any compound is lower, it means they form a stable compound. Now, I am taking one example, that is the iron. F is iron. That has atomic number 26 and a configuration is 3d64s2. It is the two electrons form its outermost shell. It form a Fe2 positive plus 2 electrons removed. Now in that cases, iron is easily removed 2 electrons from its outermost shell. So the ion is that is easily removed. Now ionization enthalpy is low, very low. When any atom is lose 2 electron easily, then the ionization enthalpy of that compound becomes very low, or we can say that it decreases. After that, sulfate. Sulfate is gaining 2 electron and it form a SO4 2 negative, and in this we get a compound that is called iron sulfate. It means this compound is a stable compound that we get. Now look, that is if the iron is remove the 2 electrons easily, they have a tendency to lose the electron easily. It means ionization enthalpy is decreases and it form a stable compound, because if the iron is easily remove 2 electrons and sulfate is gaining 2 electrons easily, that form a anion, and after that it form a compound that is called iron sulfate. Clear? How the electropotential is depends upon the ionization enthalpy. If ionization enthalpy of any compound is lower, it means they form a stable compound and it is a form easily. Now, in aqueous solution, in an aqueous solution, firstly, that is we are discuss about transition element. In that, metal is in a solid state. After that, it is converted into the aqueous form by using the 2 electrons. In that, we are taking the example of iron. That is iron is in the form of a solid. After losing 2 electrons, it is converted into the aqueous form or the ion. Then any metal is converted into the solid state, is converted into the aqueous, and that is called that is called standard electrode potential. That energy is called standard electrode potential. In that, any metal atom does not directly converted into the solid state. There are the three different steps that they are converting into the metal into iron. That is the first step. That is the solid state is converted into the gases. It means metal solid is firstly converted into the metal gases. Solid is converted into the gases, and that is called enthalpy of sublimation, and is denoted by delta H sub SUB. Here, next is, or we can also denoted by delta HS. Here, firstly the solid is converted into the gases. After that, second step is that gases is converted into the ions. Means metal gases that is converted into the metal ion in a gaseous form, thus losing a electron. In that second step, gases are converted into the ions. In this, gases are converted into the ions. It means we are moving the electron from its isolated gaseous state, and the energy is required to remove the electron from the outermost shell. That energy is called very good ionization enthalpy, and that is denoted by delta HIE. Clear? That is called ionization enthalpy. In the next, that is these ions are hydrolyzed. They are gaining water molecule. Their ions are converted into the, we can say that, in a aqueous. Clear? Means metal positive, that is in a form of a gaseous ions that are hydrolyzed, and they are converted into the metal aqueous. And now aqueous means that enthalpy is called delta H hydration. Now clear na beta? Any metal does not converted directly into the metal aqueous. In that state, there are the three steps, variation of a three steps. Firstly, the solid is converted into the gases, metal solid, that is any metal solid of a transition element. That is converted into the solid into gases. That energy is called, that process is called sublimation, and that energy is called delta HS. Second one is the gases is converted into the ions. Means we are moving the electron from the outermost shell. So that's why that energy is called delta HIE, means enthalpy of ionization. And third one step is aqueous is ions is converted into the aqueous. Aqueous means that is the water molecules are present, and we are adding the water molecule in it. That gases ions are converted into the aqueous. And aqueous means we are doing the hydrolysis. We are adding the water molecules, and that enthalpy is called delta HR, means hydration, enthalpy of hydration. Now, from this, we can say that electrode potential, that is the delta HR, M2 positive. That is depends upon that is equal to the enthalpy of sublimation, sum of enthalpy of ionization enthalpy, and sum of enthalpy of hydration. This is equal to the sum of these three energies. Clear? Now, In this, that is, we are if we are discuss about the enthalpy of a hydrogenation, enthalpy of electrode potential, that in that cases it is difficult to measure the three energies of any compound. So in our first we have discussed about that in a container we have two beaker. In that we are using the salt bridge and we are using the electrode. Electrode is of a zinc, and in this we are putting the solution of a zinc sulfate, and from that we are converting the zinc to positive, means in that case zinc atoms are converted into the zinc to positive, means iron. And now the potential of a zinc is changes. The potential difference between the metal and its ionic solution, that is called electrode potential. Clear na? So that's why it is represented by M. M means any metal. M2 positive means in a ion. So from this is clear na definition of electrode potential, that potential difference between the metal and its ionic solution, that is called electrode potential. Clear? And this is an experiment. In by doing any experiment we can find the value of electrode potential of any matter. Now in that, firstly electrochemical series. In an electrochemical series, that is, these are varies from negative electrode potential, then 0, then positive electrode potential. Negative means lithium. Lithium, it is easily from lithium positive plus easily lose one electron. So that's why in this case, that is the electrode potential delta HR. In this case, that is equal to minus 3.74 volt. And in this case, that is the enthalpy of electrode potential is negative. Clear? In a lithium, that is the, if we are talking about lithium as the electrode potential is negative. In a second, when we are moving from a hydrogen, in that case a hydrogen is 2H positive plus 2 electrons are loose. In the case of a hydrogen, that is electron potential is equal to 0. Hydrogen has electron potential 0. If we are talking about next is fluorine. Fluorine is, if we are talking about the fluorine, then is the delta HR is positive 2.94. F2. Now look better. That is in this case, that is the electron potential is negative. It means it is losing the electron. Hydrogen cases, that is electron potential is 0. But in a case of fluorine, that is the electron potential is positive. If the electrode potential of any element is negative, if the electrode potential, for example, if we are taking the example of a lithium, if the electrode potential of any element is negative, it means it is easily donate lithium. In a case of a lithium, that is the configuration is 2-1, in this case 2, and it easily lose the 1 electron to get its stable configuration, and so that's why it has the electron potential equal to minus 3.74 volt approximately. It means in a case of if any element or any ion that have a negative electron potential, potential, it means they have a capability, they are easily donate the electron. If they are easily donate the electron, it means they are behave like very good reducing agent. Yeah, they have a capability to lose the electron, they are behave like a good reducing agent, or we can say that they are easily oxidized. Clear? From this is clear now. Electron potential may be negative, 0 or positive. If any element has an electron potential negative, it means they have a capability to donate the electron. They are easily donate the electron. If any element is donating the electron easily, it means they are behaving like a very good reducing agent. If they are behave like a reducing agent, it means it is easily oxidized. It is also can say that they are easily oxidized. Now we are talking about fluorine. If any element has electrode potential positive, then we can say that they have easily accept electron. Fluorine, in a case of fluorine, that is configuration is 2,7. It is easily gain one electron to form a fluorine positive, fluorine negative. Clear? And configuration become 2, 8. So that's why it can says that if the electrode potential of any element is positive, then we can say that they are easily accept electron. If they are easily accept electron, it means they are very good oxidizing agent. If they are easily accept the electron, it means they are very good oxidizing agent. It means fluorine is very good oxidizing agent. They have a capability to accept the electron. It means they are easily reduced. Clear na? Both are clear na? That is when the electrode potential is maybe positive 0 or a negative. In the case of an atom, they have a 0. But in a case that is if they have a capability to lose the electron, it means they have electrode potential is a negative. It means they are behaving like a good reducing agent. And we can say that it is easily oxidized. And second one is if the electrode potential is positive, it means they have a capability to accept the electron, and they are being like a good oxidizing agent and easily reduced. This is about the general electrode potential. Now we are doing the topic of a transition element. If we are talking about the 3D series, 3D series have 3D series, that is the element. They show according to you they are the good oxidizing agent or the reducing agent. They have a negative potential value or electron potential value or the positive. Very good. In that cases, mostly they have 2 electrons present in the outermost shell. So that's why they are negative electrode potential. 3D element have delta HR M positive, means electrode potential is negative because they have 2 electrons in the outermost shell and they are easily 2 electrons they are donating 2 electrons. So that's why all the elements in a 3D series they have a negative electrode potential. They have a negative electrode potential. If they have a negative electrode potential, it means they are easily donate electron. They are easily donate electron. It means they are good reducing agent and they are easily oxidized. Clear about the transition element? Most of that all elements that have a negative electrode potential and they easily donate the electron. If they are donating the electron, they are very very good reducing agent. It means they are easily oxidized. In that cases, one exception is there. What exception? Except copper. In a 3D series 10 elements are present about that. In that case 9 have electrode potential is negative, but exception is what, that is the copper has a positive electrode potential, that is plus 0.34 volt. In a 3D is only one is the element, that is the copper, that is plus electrode potential, positive electrode potential. Clear? This is a exception of a 3D series in electrode potential cases. Now, if we are talking about, that is according to you, that if we are moving from a top to bottom, that have a, they have a continuously negative electrode potential. But there is a variation. There is a variation in 3 cases. That is in the case of manganese 2 positive, nickel 2 positive, and third one is zinc 2 positive. They have a higher negative electrode potential. Okay. Mostly these they have a negative electrode potential in a 3D series, except that of your copper. Copper shows a positive electrode potential, that is of a plus 0.34 volt. But in 3D series there are the 3 elements, that is the manganese, nickel and zinc. They show the higher negative electrode potential. What is the reason behind it? Now in a case of manganese 2 positive, it has a 3D 5. In a case of a zinc, that is a 3D 10 configuration. So that's why in a case of manganese 2 positive and zinc 2 positive, why they have a negative electrode potential? Because they donate electron easily to get stable configuration, because they are donating 2 electron easily, so that's why to get a stable configuration. So that's why electrode potential is more negative in a case of manganese and zinc. Clear? Electrode potential is what na? That is the capability to do the electron, lose the electron. If they are losing the electron easily, it means they have a negative electrode potential. If we are talking about the transition element, that is the manganese and zinc are the 2 elements that shows the more negative, higher negative electrode potential. What is the reason behind it? Because they donate or they lose 2 electrons easily to get the stability, or to get a stable configuration, to get a stability. Clear? But this is the cases of a reason of a manganese and a zinc. This is not happening in a case of a nickel. In a case, nickel case is different. Now in that case is 3D8. It means that they are neither the half filled nor the fully filled. In that cases, we in a starting we say that the delta HR, that is depend upon the delta sum of the enthalpy of sublimation, delta HIE plus delta H hydration. That is the enthalpy of electrode potential is the upon the sum of sublimation enthalpy of ionization and that is hydration. In these cases, that is if we are talking about the example of a nickel, what is the reason behind it? Nickel, that is the why they show the higher negative electrode potential. In that cases, delta H hydration. Hydration enthalpy is more negative, highly negative. In a case of a nickel, that is the hydration enthalpy is more negative. If the hydration enthalpy is more negative as compared to that of sublimation and ionization enthalpy, it means that this one is positive, this one is also positive. If there comes a, this is plus 2, this one is plus 2, this is plus minus 50, then it becomes a minus negative now. If the hydration enthalpy is more negative, it means your result is negative. Delta HR become negative. So that's why in a case of nickel, that is the hydration enthalpy is more negative. It means the electrode potential is also negative, more negative in a case of nickel. Clear about the transition elements? In the case of a transition element, most they have a negative electrode potential. But except that of a copper shows a positive 0.34 volt electrode potential. But in 3D series, manganese, nickel and zinc show the higher negative electrode potential. In a case of manganese and zinc, they are donating 2 electrons easily to get the stability. But in a case of a nickel, that is the hydration enthalpy is more in this case. So that's why electrode potential is also negative in a nickel case. Clear? Now in the next lecture we have discussed about the trends in the stability of a higher oxidation state. This is not a complete or a topic, one topic, and next we have discussed in the next lecture. Bye bye.